Hello everyone, welcome. It's Marilyn here. I have a canvas for my tutorial today, and I create this canvas with the products of Creative Embellishment. I will let you in the description box down below the link to Creative. I already select a few chipboard, but first I'm going to use the heavy gesso, and with my spatula I will give a coat of the gesso to over all the canvas. I'm using a canvas that is 8 inches by 10. I am remove a few of glass bits that were in the gesso, and once I apply the canvas I will let it dry, and I will take a sponge and I dab in the gesso over all with the sponge over all the chipboard. And I'm going to cover all my chipboard pieces here with the gesso. Now with the heat gun, I dry all the canvas and all the pieces. Now I take this stencil by Creative, and I'm using modeling paste to give texture over the canvas. I will try to cross from one corner to the other. With all these textures, I'm trying to create a designs from one side to the other with this stencil, and I apply enough modeling paste here because I want that the bricks look with a lot of dimensions. That was the reason that I apply enough modeling paste. And now carefully I remove the stencil and I line up on the bottom of the canvas, and I continue applying modeling paste. And as you see, I will try to end of the bottom corner here. Here I line up in this. Here I add a little of modeling paste. Okay, now that I have the design that I want, I will take the same spatula and I pick up the excess of product or on the borders of the canvas, and I'm going to dry this very well with the heat gun. Now I take the heavy gesso again, and with the sponge I apply gesso over all these over all the bricks here. I cover very well all these textures. Now I'm going to start to create my composition. This adorable fairy is from one I cut out from one of the Stamperia paper from the new collections. And here I take the wings, but first I want to create on the background. I was thinking to create something similar to a cloud, so I add this piece of cheesecloth, and I'm playing with the cheesecloth. Here is the gel medium by Artist Love, and I want to add a little of this gel medium here. If you don't have gel medium, you can use any adhesive that you have. And once I apply the gel medium here, I will place over the gel medium the fabric, the cheesecloth, and I'm going to start playing with the fabric and make wrinkles in the center, because and give different shapes with the fabrics around this area here, because I want to place in the center of the chipboard, like you see here, all these wrinkles and fabric. I was thinking maybe that it looks like a cloud, not sure, something like that, but I will continue working with the fabric, frame, the border, the edge of the fabrics. Now I will start to build my composition, and I am taking some of the gears. I continue playing with the fabric here to make like a, I want that it looks like a cotton ball, and here I place the the images. Now I will continue adding the different chipboard, but first I want to add some lace, and this trim is from Prima. I love this trim by that has this flower shape, so I will take the flower, but I will cut by half. And now from one flower I have two pieces, and I will add this near to the gears. I think that because the gear is like a industrial look, it will nice if I add the lace to create a balance, or to look like industrial with something feminine. Yeah, you know what I mean. And this, I add this little flower. And now that I like how everything look, I will start to adhere all the pieces to the canvas, and I apply gel medium to all the pieces. You can like I said, you can use any adhesive or any strong adhesive that you have. The tacky glue works good for this too, but I prefer to use the gel medium. And I am placing all the pieces here, but you will see in a moment that I will make some changes. But I want that you see all the process. Here I'm going to add the doily frame and apply enough gel medium because it is a big piece, and I'm trying to put the doily frame in the same center here of the canvas, and that all the fabric, all the wrinkles stay inside the circle here. I make a little of pressure with my fingers, and now I'm going to add the wings. I love this chipboard, these wings. I already add gel medium to the wings. That is the reason that you don't see that I apply anything. I just adhere it direct to the center of the circle here. And now I'm going to adhere the rest of the gears in this bottom corner here. I want to create in this area flower, add different elements like the flowers, some pebbles, and make a flower arrangement in this corner. Now I add lace. I think that it looks lovely near the gears, and I will continue building all these compositions. So I will let you with music, and I will come back soon. Okay guys, I think that my composition is almost ready. I am adding a little few bottoms here and there, and now that everything I like how everything looks, I will start to add a texture, more texture, but this time I'm going to add the art stones, and I put some art stone in the same lid bottle, and with a paintbrush and gel medium I will start adhering them around all the flower clusters and around the doily frame and around the canvas. I will start to adhere all the art stones now. Okay, I am happy how it looks so far. So it's enough of the art stones. Now I'm going to dry all this very well because I'm going to add gesso now. And I apply the gesso with a sponge, and I will cover the flowers, the glass pebbles, and also some of the art stones, the buttons. I need that all the different elements that I adhere to this canvas has the same prime because I'm going to add color now. And I also add gesso to the cheesecloth. It makes sturdy the fabric and looks better. You can see here at least a little of the texture. Now I'm going to start to build the colors and the layers, and I take a paintbrush and I'm using distress paint. I will show you soon the bottle, but now I will start to adhere the paint in some areas, and I let the fairy because in that way I can see in what areas I want the colors, and I spray water to blend and to make the colors soft. I add to the flowers, and I will add to the pebbles and to different area here. I will let you with music during this process, and you can see and watch how I build the different layers of colors, and I'll come back soon. I'm going to take the distress oxide in vintage photo, and I'm going to distress this adorable fairy, and I want to adhere. It's time to adhere, and I'm using foam tape by 3L scrapbook adhesive, and I'm going to adhere this beautiful fairy here with the foam tape. Once the fairy is ready, I will add a second blue tone, and this is a mist from Blue Fern Studio. I don't know if they continue selling this product, but it's called the name of this mist is, let me see, Sky. Sky is a beautiful blue tone, and I will add this color in some area here to create depth and to build different layers. You can see here, I will try to move, and I'm select the areas that I want the color, and I put this direct on the canvas. I will add water in some areas to blend the color and to make soft, but not in all the areas. I put this mist direct around the dolly frame with the water, and I add water only in the area that is far from the dolly. Now I apply the paint, but this one is the distress paint, the first blue that I use, to the wings here. And once I apply with the paintbrush, I will take a paper towel and I remove the paint in some areas. In that way it looks like here is the paint that I use. It is from Ranger, and now I'm going to give or to create the rust vintage look, and for achieve that I just mix distress oxide in vintage photo with a liter of water, and I started to apply this mix to the canvas in the area that I want to give the rust effect. I start with a light coat because I don't want to that the canvas look too dark or too orange or too brown, so I start slowly apply this mix, and once I like how it looks, I will add more layers, and in that way I intensify the colors like you see here. I just wait that the first layer was dry and I apply again. And now I apply direct from the pad over the canvas because I want to intense the color. In that way I achieve this rust vintage look in this canvas. And to soften the borders here I will add a little of water and blend well this paint in the borders. I continue adding these dark colors between the the art stone here, and blending or smooth the border here with water. I think that is a cool effect when you don't want that, when you want that something looks vintage but not too dark. Now I'm going to use the wax. This is the silver, and because it's with blue I want to add a little of silvers over the blue areas here over the pebbles, and also I applied over the title. I just love how it smells. This wax. I try to use a liter, not too much, but I love the touch that this wax gives in general to the different pieces that I add here. It's hard to see through the video. And I will continue adding here and there until I create layers until I'm happy how it looks. Now I cover the fading and add white paint splatters over all the area here. The white paint splatter, it gives a smooth look to all this area. It don't look too strong. Now I take one of the distress marker because I want to enhance all the brick work on the background. So I take a marker and I trace the bottom of the bricks, and with a paintbrush and water I blend the marker lines like you see here, and it gives it creates a nice effect on this background because you can enhance better the bricks with doing this technique. And I'm going to do this around all the area that has the bricks, but the area that has the paint, because if you notice in the back of this canvas, I don't touch, it has a lot of texture with the stencil, but I don't add paint to this area. So only in the area that has the color I will make this technique. I just love how it turns with this effect. Only we mark the bricks with this marker. And now that everything is almost how I like, I will continue doing, I tell you, around all the frame. And you can see that it has a lot of different elements, but it still look delicate. Well, I think so. And here's when I add a few pearls from Prima. These are from I add in the one that is in similar color to the canvas, the beige. And this is the final result. I really love how it looks at the end, and I hope that you enjoy this video tutorial and that you get some inspiration. You can see here all the textures and layers that it has. Let me know what you think, if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe and to thumbs up and click the bell to receive my new videos. Here are 2 more videos that maybe you are interested. I see you soon. Nos vemos. Bye bye.